Hey everyone, it's Rusty with Rollga, and what we're going to be talking about today is improving our posture by utilizing the 3-in-1 Helo Activator by Rollga and obviously the Rollga. Now when it comes to improving our posture, a lot of people think maybe it's improving our hips, our lower back, our shoulders from being hunched over a desk or driving all day. But one of the missing areas that we actually don't even think about from time to time is our ankle, our soleus, and our calf, our gastroc. So today we're going to be going over some simple techniques that you can use with these two tools to help relieve some of those muscle knots, some of that pain, and improving that posture and overall health of our body with self-myofascial release. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the Rollga. We're going to come down to the ground here, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at our Rollga. Once again, the Rollga has 4 different zones: zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, and then the outer contour is zone 4. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the ankle, and we're going to put it in this outer contour right here, the zone 3. And what you're going to do is you're just going to lightly set your ankle in there, that soleus, and what you want is you want the tip of your toe not to be directly at you. You want it nice and relaxed. And what you're going to do is you're just going to lift yourself up if you're able to. Otherwise, you can definitely do this on the ground. And you're going to go 3 to 4 passes, compressing down, breathing throughout this. And what you're going to notice is that unique design with the Rollga, which is very difficult to do with traditional rollers, is you're going to get cross-directional pressure from the outer contours here coming back into the side of your soleus, the sides of your ankle, releasing a lot of those muscle knots and the tension there. So we're going to go, once again, 3 to 4 passes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your foot and you're just going to rotate it to the side. Once again, compressing down. This feels amazing. Back and forth. And then once again, to the outside, compressing down, 3 to 4 passes, breathing throughout this as well. Obviously, you'd be working the other leg. Now we're actually going to get into the calf. So our gastroc, it's actually split up in between 2 muscles. We have your medial and your lateral, and what we're going to do is we're going to split that. The unique part of the Rollga is this zone 2, the top contour right here. You're going to put this right in the meat of your calf, and what you're going to do, as soon as you set it down, you're going to feel that compress right in there, and we're going to go right down the middle of it. Now, if you find those muscle knots where it might be a little tight, what you're going to do is you're just going to hang out there. What I like to do is just move my calf, my leg back and forth a few times, releasing that tension. Back and forth. Once again, 3 to 4 passes. Now once we have that set up, we're going to move our calf into this outer contour. Once again, by looking at my fingers, you get that cross-directional pressure that I was talking about. This is going to release the calf, increase blood flow, hydration, oxygen back into the muscle tissue, along with your self-myofascial release techniques, which are amazing with this. Once again, 3 to 4 passes, you're going to feel that cross-directional pressure, releasing a lot of those toxins that we have in our muscle tissue and our fascial layers. Once again, our body's made up of 70 to 80% of water, so when we're not working on our muscle tissue and our fascia tissue, it can tend to kind of get brittle or dry. So what we want to do is lubrication, is lotion for our muscle tissue and our fascia layers. How do we get that? By SMR, self-myofascial release, foam rolling, using all these techniques, which is going to give a lubricant to your muscle tissue and your fascial layers. It's going to allow the muscle and the fascia to slide without getting dry, and that's where you get a lot of that tightness from. Now, once again, compressing through, you're going to feel this on both sides of your calf. And when we're thinking about our posture, a lot of times we think it's our low back, it's our upper part of our shoulders, maybe it's our hip. We want to follow the train of pain, and a lot of times there are areas that we don't spend a lot of time on. Our ankles, our calves, those are going to play a huge part into even your hamstrings and your psoas as well. So we're going to make sure that we focus on those throughout the week. The other thing, you got to be working with this, our 3-in-1 Helo Activator. The trigger point areas right here, along with a bigger gap right here in the outer part of the Helo, amazing for the back of your ankle, your Achilles, working that up and down. And then how you actually get even a little bit deeper. Maybe you have those muscle knots that you can't really get to, or they're sensitive. Now you can really compress down and work these out as well with that trigger point. The other great thing about this is I love the lacrosse ball side of it. It's the smooth part here. All you're gonna do is you're gonna set that right on the back of your calf, your gastroc. And what I love is just moving this one around, back and forth, finding that off spot. And as soon as you find where you have maybe that muscle knot or it's a little tight, you're just gonna hang out there. Once again, using your leg to move that around. Now, by using these two in a combination, it's a great routine to mix into your daily routine in the morning, in the afternoon, maybe after you're done working out, going for a run, or you just had a long road trip and you're tight from being in a car. Mix this in before you go to bed and you're definitely gonna see the improvement. For more information, check us out at rollga.com.